It's Thursday, Marinaro Son World Cup show. 4 games yesterday at the World Cup 2026. 4 more today. Yesterday, of course, top billing went to England versus Croatia, and the game played to its expectations. As for Cristiano Ronaldo, was he going to be able to match what Mbappe did with 2 goals? Was he going to be able to match what Haaland did with 2 goals? Was he going to be able to match what Messi did with 3 goals? We'll discuss that because the entire world is talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal, and not in complimentary fashion today. As for Colombia, big win for them. We discuss as well. Canada is back in action tonight to take on Qatar in Vancouver. Can you say must-win game? We will. Coming up in just a couple of seconds. I'm Marinaro. He's Son.
Marinaro Son, powered by Sick Media. The sickest daily World Cup show.
All right, here we are. What's going on?
What's going on, man?
A lot of Portuguese fans pretty upset today because, of course, if you would have told them that Portugal was going to tie versus Congo yesterday before the game, they would not have believed you. But, yes, they tied by a score of 1-1 after they took a 1-0 lead off a header goal by Neves. And the entire world is talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, let's cut to the chase. Let's get to it right away.
Yeah.
Here's a player who did absolutely nothing yesterday. The game went 96 minutes long, 90 plus extra time, stoppage time, and he played all 96 minutes. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. I'm not going to tell you that they didn't win because of Cristiano Ronaldo yesterday, but I'm going to tell you that he obviously did not help his team. I'm going to tell you that he doesn't make runs anymore. He doesn't make it difficult for the opposition. And the reason that he probably doesn't make runs is because he wants to preserve himself to play as long as he can for the entire 90 minutes. And he's got a coach, Martinez, who ruined the golden generation with Belgium. Didn't win there. The Portuguese Soccer Federation thought it would be a good idea to hire this guy. This guy has, once again, he's bowed to Ronaldo because he's scared to take him off. By the way, we're hearing this morning that he has probably an agreement in place to go coach in Saudi Arabia with Al Nassr. Wow. So obviously, you know what? He's going to cater to Ronaldo. And Thierry Henry called out Ronaldo after the game as well, and we'll get to that. Anthony, he didn't run. He didn't make runs. He walked all game. He took poor decisions. And more importantly, the team is forced to play the ball to him. If you watch the way the team plays, the creativity was taken out of the midfield. They were getting direct balls to him. The wingers were trying to get the balls to him. But when you're not running and you are static, you are easy to stop. So it led to nothing.
It's an unfortunate situation with Ronaldo. Obviously, it's come to a time.
What does that mean? It's an unfortunate situation. That father time has caught up to him. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, but
it's caught up to me. And it's going to catch up to you one day. It's
I know Haaland and Mbappe are young, and Yamal is young. But I know Messi's 2 years younger than Ronaldo. But we can't say that about Messi right now. It's an unfortunate situation because you still want Ronaldo to be good. I mean, Messi's still good, right?
Don't give me the diplomatic approach today.
I know.
Approach.
But
I don't
want to go.
Yesterday, you didn't want Portugal to win the World Cup, and today it's an unfortunate situation.
No. I understand that. I'm just saying.
Did he play well? Yes or no?
He didn't touch the ball a lot.
Is Portugal a better team with him as a starter or off the bench?
I can't say that because we have to see more. I know Ramos is at PSG this year, but he's still the best goal scorer on the team. The coach explained why he didn't end up taking Ronaldo off yesterday. And he says the reason why I didn't take him off is because he's the best goal scorer in history, and that at a time where we needed a goal, I'm not going to take him off.
Perfect, no problem. He's the best goal scorer in history. Yes,
that's a fact.
Yes, once upon a time. It's also a fact that once upon a time I used to be skinny. I'm not anymore. Okay, it's 10 years I'm overweight. Why don't we bring up, and we have some screenshots. Why don't we bring up Cristiano Ronaldo's scoring or lack of scoring in the last major competitions? Have you seen the stats?
No.
Okay, all right. Portugal has now gone 10 major tournament games without a goal after their 1-1 draw, or Ronaldo has gone 10 major tournament games without a goal after their 1-1 draw versus Congo. Should Roberto Martinez continue starting him, or is it time for a change? Share your opinion. Do we have others on that in terms of, once again, 10 consecutive major tournament games without scoring a goal, 33 shots, 11 on target.
Okay.
So, in his last 10 consecutive major games, he's now gone more than 1,000 minutes also since his last non-penalty goal at the World Cup or the Euros. So he's gone 10 games at the World Cup and the Euros without a goal, And the goal that he scored before that, over 1,000 minutes ago.
But like, what, you're gonna question him that he can't score anymore? What are we questioning him on? That he can't play, and can't score is two different things. So that he can't play, yeah, besides scoring, he doesn't provide much on the field because he's not a drop-back striker like a Harry Kane or a Benzema. He doesn't do passes. He doesn't have the IQ that he used to have. He doesn't have the speed. But are we going to question his goal scoring? I don't believe that stat because, to me, Ronaldo can score up until he's 50
You
years
don't
old.
have to believe the stat. The stat is a fact.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter if it's a fact. At any time, he could still score a goal. So he could go 10 games without scoring a goal. I'm not going to question.
We all know he's one of the greatest of all time. We know that. We all know that he scored over 900 goals. We know that. We all know that he's playing in a league with electricians and plumbers right now. We know that too. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me that they wouldn't be better with him off the bench to give 20 minutes than having him start and playing 96?
Well,
Is that what you're telling me?
how can we answer
Where
that?
everyone is scared shitless that they have to give him the ball because if they don't give him the ball, God forbid, and then the reactions.
I understand that, but how could we say that answer if we haven't seen Portugal without Ronaldo? We don't know how they play without Ronaldo.
Because
we've never seen it.
We saw them with him.
We saw him with him, but we haven't seen without him.
We saw them with him.
Okay.
They forced the ball to him.
Okay.
They forced the ball to him.
And what if they play the exact same way without Ronaldo?
Okay. I can end the show. I don't know what to tell you anymore. Are you serious today or what?
Like, what do you want me to? I understand that, but we haven't seen it without Ronaldo too.
Why don't we do this? Let's hear from Thierry Henry if we can on an opportunity.
Yeah,
and we'll show it.
Let's listen to Ronaldo's biggest hater. Let's go.
Okay. Let's go.
Ronaldo chance a little bit about the space. And Thierry, you had a closer look at it. Let's break it down.
One thing that's important, people, please, at home. The team needs to score, not you needs to score. And I will explain now and go more into details of what Zlatan just explained here. So obviously we're going to say here, Portugal being on the ball, Conceição is going to receive the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo has been in that situation multiple times. If you make that run here, you make the defender take a decision to crash the 6-yard box. But because he wants to score, he goes into the path of Bruno Fernandes. If he goes into that 6-yard box, you've been in that situation, Alexis, you would have had to follow him, and then it would have been a tap-in for Bruno Fernandes. But because he wants to score, he goes into the path of the back pass. You see both players, and it's easier for you to defend. And that's my thing. The team needs to score, not you. You saw the reaction of Bruno Fernandes behind, going like, let it roll, make a run, create space, so I can tap it in. It didn't happen.
Okay, we obviously can't show the video of Thierry Henry on Fox yesterday for copyright reasons. We can't show the video of the play that he's talking about either for copyright reasons.
Yeah.
But what we can show is maybe a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo in the box that Thierry Henry was alluding to, with Bruno Fernandes behind him in the box, with Conceição that delivered a pass. If we can bring it up, Alexis Lavoie-Martel at Master Control, we'll bring it up. Basically, Conceição gets the ball on the right wing. Ronaldo is in the box, and he's being man-marked. And now Ronaldo, what he has to do is obviously either A, put himself in a position to score, or B, open up space and open up lanes for others, or draw players to him, and that's the way that you can do it. And once we get the screenshot here, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about, because once again, Ronaldo, as Henry said, should have actually ran into the 6-yard box to draw a defender or defenders with him. At that point, it opens up the space for Bruno Fernandes. And here it is, Anthony. Look at it, okay? Look at Cristiano Ronaldo. He's circled. Bruno Fernandes is the other circle behind him. This is what Thierry Henry's talking about. He's saying, Ronaldo, you need to run into the 16-yard box, because if you do, they're not going to make you run unattended.
Yeah.
You're going to draw a defender or two. At that point, at least space for Bruno Fernandes. And he didn't. And I don't know if we have...
He didn't see Bruno behind. He wasn't thinking on that play. He wasn't thinking. Terry's right there. What are you mad about?
It's not that he's saying that he wasn't thinking. He's trying to say that he absolutely wanted goal, so he went and got there and redirected it with his foot, which missed. And if you take a look at Bruno Fernandes, I don't know if we have it, the expression, but he pretty much drops to his knees and he's like, oh, man, you want to just leave, you want to make the ball, the run into the box and leave the ball. I don't want to sound like a hater. I just don't want to shy away from saying the real things today, okay? He is one of the best players of all time. I'm sure at one point he's going to score a big goal in this tournament for Portugal.
He will score.
He's done it all his life except for the last 10 major games at the Euros or the World Cups, which is a fact. I think he will score a goal. I think he will. but you have to be concerned when he didn't score it against Congo, okay? And he was never dangerous versus Congo. Now look at me in the eyes and listen very carefully what I'm going to tell you.
But you watched the game yesterday.
Portugal have the players, and they have the potential.
They have the
players.
best midfield in the tournament.
They have the midfield.
Yes.
And they have the potential to go very far in this tournament.
Yes.
And maybe even win it.
Yeah.
If Martinez coaches the way he coached with Belgium, if Martinez continues to cater to Ronaldo, and if Ronaldo continues to be a starter, and the team continues to play the same way that they have to play for Ronaldo, they're going nowhere, and they're going nowhere fast.
So what's the conversation that Martinez has to have with Ronaldo next game?
The conversation?
Yeah.
Cristiano, you're a fantastic player at this stage in your career. It's deemed that you're going to be a lot more effective off the bench.
Yeah.
And we believe you give us a better opportunity to win games like that because you're going to be an absolute super sub. And I know you want nothing more than us to win the World Cup, so I know you're going to be happy with the decision. Thanks, man. Go out and show the world when you come on as a super
And
sub.
Ronaldo, what's he going to say to that?
What's he going to say? Who's the coach?
No,
Him
I know.
or Martinez? Who's the coach?
I know,
Who's the
but
coach? One's the coach, one's the player.
Yeah.
If he says anything, I would say, I coach, you play. Bye. He doesn't like it, go home. It's enough now. It's enough.
I don't
He
know,
has to
man.
run the
Ronaldo's
asylum.
too-
Come on. Ronaldo's too what?
He's not going to accept
And
that.
Ronaldo's too what?
He wouldn't accept that.
Okay. Would
It's-
Messi accept it?
That's never going to happen to Messi, though.
Okay.
That will never happen to Messi, though.
Okay.
Not for 1 second is Messi ever coming off the bench.
Yeah. Why?
Like I said,
Why wouldn't it happen? Just tell me.
Because he makes his team win.
Yeah. But
Messi's more of a 10 IQ. That's what happens when you're
Yes.
just a goal scorer. First of all, he was a winger at Manchester United, skillful down the wing. Then he became that prolific goal scorer at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
When the goal scoring goes down,
Yes.
right? This is why we were watching Harry Kane yesterday. Harry
Yes.
Kane is an all-around player and a fantastic goal scorer. He's
Yes.
going to play late in his career because the second he stops scoring, he could still drop back and give crazy long balls to the wingers.
He actually did it in the first half
He's
yesterday, yes.
fantastic. Ronaldo doesn't have that in his game, but that's still why he scored. He's about to get 1,000 goals.
Okay, so what you're saying is Ronaldo's a goal scorer, not a player, correct? Just say
At
it.
this,
Just say it. Just say it.
at
You
this
just said it.
stage in his career,
Okay,
he
just
doesn't provide much other than scoring.
Okay. And he hasn't scored in those last 10 major games.
So that's why. If he
Okay.
doesn't score,
So
what
now-
else is he going to do on the field?
So basically, you're telling everyone in the world that still thinks that there's a debate as to who is the better player just to shut up because there's no debate. All right, perfect. I agree with you. Okay? Because you said it. One is a goal scorer.
Man, you were
and the other one's
praising
a player.
Portugal yesterday, and today you're on a Ronaldo rant. You're on a
I'm
Portugal
just,
rant.
I'm saying the
Jesus
real
Christ,
things.
man.
I'm just saying the real things,
Yeah, the
man.
whole world's saying the same thing, man. That
Okay,
Ronaldo,
well, maybe the whole world's right except for Martinez.
But
Well, if the whole world's saying the same thing and you're not, who do you think's right? If the whole world's saying the same thing and you're not, who's
yeah,
right?
but you also know that it's for clicks too, right? So that people want to mock Ronaldo and this and that, and if you talk about him on the first page, you're gonna end up on the news and this and that. I'm not saying everyone else is not right. Ronaldo doesn't provide much on the field anymore.
Okay.
But it's an unfortunate situation, but I'm not
Yeah,
going to
it's unfortunate.
question his goal scoring ability.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a top 2,
unfortunate.
3 player of all time. A lot of people, you brought up Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry is fantastic on TV. I love him as a player. He's the greatest Prem player of all time. But he is one of Ronaldo's biggest haters. He's also the same guy that got into a fight with Ronaldo, and Ronaldo, when Manchester United played Arsenal, Ronaldo came down the left wing, got that ball, shot it bottom right corner, and shushed the crowd that day.
Okay.
So Henry hasn't been the same since. He's also the one that went on with Kate on CBC with Jamie and Micah and said, "Did you?" And she asked him, "Who's the most popular guy that you swap shirts with?" And remember his comment that he
R9.
said, "R9," and he goes, "The real Ronaldo." Why did he have to say the real Ronaldo?
He was the
on
first
air?
Ronaldo. R9 was the first Ronaldo, and
but
Cristiano
that smirk
Ronaldo
that
is
he made-
Cristiano.
that smirk that he made, and he goes, "The real Ronaldo," and he made
All
it
right, okay.
smirk.
So, okay.
So
Let's
he's
just
gonna
say he
hate on
doesn't like
Ronaldo
him.
no matter what.
Perfect. Let's just say he doesn't like him. Do you think he said what he said yesterday because he doesn't like him, or because Thierry Henry, who has coached and knows the game as well, not only as a player but from a coaching perspective, gave a proper
You wanna know
analysis
my
of what
answer?
should have been done?
A bit of both. A bit of both. He didn't just say that 100% because he's right.
Okay.
He's right about what he said. But,
Okay.
but if you love a player so much,
All right.
if Messi would ever play that bad, right?
Yeah.
You think Thierry Henry will go on and shit talk Messi?
All right, okay, let's move on. England.
He just wanted-
England.
England was very dominant yesterday.
There you have
Honestly.
it. Harry Kane on a penalty. Harry Kane at the 42nd after Croatia had narrowed the lead. Then Croatia ties it up right before the halftime with Musa, and that ties it at 2. And in the second half, it's Bellingham and Rashford. In the first half, you talked about Kane.
Yeah.
Tuchel was asking Kane to go from his 9 position to drop back into the midfield.
It was unbelievable.
When he dropped back into the midfield, Declan Rice was going wide left, and then Kane was finding Gordon. He was finding Bellingham.
Yeah.
He was finding other players. but it didn't really work all that much. England was trying to play too direct. I found in the first half.
They tried to look like a Prem team yesterday. That's what Tuchel wants. They played high pace, intensity down the wing. Madueke, they had all kinds of guys yesterday. Obviously, Rashford coming off the bench yesterday too. Big goal.
They had problems defending. They had great attacking. They had problems defending.
The first half was a bit, Croatia put them on the map. But then after England,
by the way,
Tuchel had a
Madueke
speech.
was another player that he was looking for on the right side.
Yes, Tuchel, Harry Kane talked about after the game that Tuchel had a speech that really motivated the players after and said, show them who we are. If we go for it, if we end up losing, who cares? But we have to go for it. Like, there's no, playing defensive, playing from the back. We got to go for it.
And England beats Croatia.
They looked very dominant yesterday.
4-2. The way I gave you my pick on Betway, by the way, it was a super pick by me.
They looked very dangerous on the counterattack.
You got a super boost if you followed my advice a couple of days ago.
The first half was chaos, complete, but then England really stepped up in the second half.
Croatia gave England problems when they were pressing Pickford, and Pickford was just blasting the ball out.
He made some mistakes yesterday.
And then he was giving the ball back to Croatia.
And it surprised me because he's usually very good with England. But yesterday I thought he struggled a bit. So the question is always around England. How far are they going to go? Tuchel, there was a lot of, did he make the right moves this year? He took out Palmer. He took out Foden. He didn't bring in Harry Maguire. There's so many things around England that everyone is like, is it coming home for 1 year?
The reality is
he's changing up the whole England team, man.
Yes, Foden and Palmer didn't have a good enough season for actually to be brought at the World Cup. As much talent as they have,
he didn't take Trent as well, right? There's so many players that he didn't end up taking that they're changing the whole team because they want to go far in this tournament. Something needs to change, and I think Tuchel, they're going to go far in this tournament. England, I believe in England.
They brought 1v1.
No,
wingers.
O'Reilly's a great left back too. He missed 2 headers yesterday too, but he's still fantastic. But a lot of players were tired yesterday.
Let's take a look at the 2 other games, if we can. We'll bring them up. This one here, this was an unbelievable game which took place in Toronto, by the way. When I say unbelievable game, it was not an unbelievable game. It was pretty much a terrible game. They went nuts at the end
when they scored.
Ghana versus Panama, but the fact that the goal was scored at 90 plus the stoppage by Urenki and
Panama defended very well. They made it very difficult.
Minute.
But Ghana stayed patient all night, and at the end, they had a celebration with that goal.
How do you give up a counterattack at the 95th and then get beat on a 1v1, and the player takes you down the left wing, and then when he takes you, he delivers a cross into the box.
Nobody was on him.
And you have basically a defender going in and redirects it. It almost goes over the net, but it goes in.
It was one of the biggest games for a group stage with massive 3 points by Ghana.
Fans went absolutely nuts. All right, that game took place in Toronto. Next up, last night's game, and this is Uzbekistan and Colombia. Colombia scores first, and then Uzbekistan scores second.
Coached by Cannavaro.
Yes, coached by Fabio Cannavaro. You're right, Uzbekistan are. And Luis Diaz, whose father was seen praying before the game with his jersey on the bed. It's a beautiful scene. Mm-hmm. Luis Diaz is just one of the best footballers in the world, scores the game-winning goal. And Colombia wins 3-1. And this is very important that we bring this up, okay? Because if Colombia ends up winning their next game, but then they end up tying Portugal, well, then Portugal's not the number 1 seed in the group.
Colombia can
and
take
it
over.
Actually ends up being Colombia.
That game in Miami is going to be huge.
That's
the game that I wanted to go to, Portugal, Colombia. And
we could still go, man. We'll go. You want to go?
Plus,
we'll go.
We've never seen Ronaldo play. But like you said, Colombia was a dark horse yesterday. Colombia's always been very good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're a really good team. But you know what? Yesterday, they came up with a big win, but Uzbekistan made them work for it.
And you know what?
It wasn't an easy game.
You know what would be cool, actually, if we go to that game between Portugal and Colombia?
Yeah.
All right? If you invade the field, because sometimes, and I'm not saying, but if you would invade the field, you'd probably have a better chance of scoring than Ronaldo.
Come on, man.
Oh, actually, after watching watching your last 10 total Campo games, I take that back.
I'm still a goal scorer.
Okay, no, you're not.
Yeah, I'm a goal scorer.
Bro, stop.
Stop,
okay.
bro.
Your left foot, you cut in all the time. Everyone's figured out your game. Yeah. All right, okay. 4 games on the schedule. Hey?
I'm unguardable.
You're unguardable. I haven't heard that word in a while. I don't even know if it's a word. 4 games today. Let's bring them up. Okay, Czechia versus South Africa at noon. Switzerland, Bosnia, 3 p.m. Canada, Qatar at 6 p.m. in Vancouver. Mexico versus Korea Republic at 9 p.m. The last couple of games.
There's a lot of good games today.
Look, there are a lot of good games.
Yeah. Can I tell you my favorite game today? Which one do you think it is?
Your favorite game today?
What I think is going to be the best game.
Mexico, Korea Republic.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
What do you thank you? Everyone has difference of opinions. Would you have said the same thing?
Yes. I would have said the same thing. Okay. Now, Switzerland, Bosnia. We know what happened in game 1. Switzerland tied versus Qatar, and Bosnia tied versus Canada. Okay?
Yeah.
So you have the 4 teams, and they all have a point each for a tie.
Yes.
Let's put the cards on the table.
Yeah.
Canada has to go all out. Canada
Canada's
has to
gotta
win
get-
this game.
They have to win.
This is right now the
Yes.
most important game in Canadian soccer history.
For a team that
they're hosting the World Cup, they're playing at home. There's no ifs, ands, or buts
I agree.
about it. They have to go for Qatar and go for the. They have to win this game.
100%.
No tie. They have to win.
Right, and Bambito and Davies are available, but we assume that Davies is going to come off the bench. Bambito probably too. Canada needs to win. For a team that we expected Qatar to finish last.
I don't think they're going to need Bambito today. I don't.
I know, but he's still their best center back.
I understand.
You know, we expected Qatar to
Yeah.
finish last in the group, or
Yeah.
majority of people, between them and Bosnia. I think Bosnia is going to finish higher than Qatar. But now that Qatar tied Switzerland, Canada needs to get this point, man. They need a win today.
They need. You know what I? You know
They
what?
100%
You know
need
what
to
the
win.
thing is? They're going to go with a 4-4-2, right? Most
Probably,
likely,
most
because that's
likely.
what they go with all the time.
Yeah.
I think Jonathan David's better, much better as a lone striker, or
Yeah.
right behind. But
But you could play
if
with
you put
Laren
him-
as a 2 and put him behind, and then he'll go, and then he'll drop, and then he'll
Let's
send
see.
Laren on breakaways because he's
Let's
not
see.
the fastest David. Look,
they have to have
Jonathan
better.
David.
They have to have better delivery for Jonathan David.
Jonathan David is under a lot of pressure today. You know, a lot of people have questions about Jonathan David, especially Juventus fans hate him right now. Look, I still stand by what I said.
They hate him
For his country, he had
a bad season at Juventus. He had a bad season at
Guys, at
Juventus.
one point in League One, he was finishing with more goals than Mbappe. And
Yes.
Messi.
Yes.
He was fantastic at Lille. You could say he was assistant player. If he would have went to Serie A, most likely there was links to Arsenal. He would have probably been struggling at England, right? Because it's not his game.
When he started in France, he was the leading goal scorer in the league in Belgium.
was
In his
fantastic,
second year. In
Will.
his first year, I think he was mostly off the
Yes.
bench. In his second year, he was the leading goal scorer.
Yes.
When he went to France, in his first 10, 11, 12 games, whatever it was, he struggled.
And
he adapted. He figured out the league. Italy is a harder league to adjust to and adapt than
Yes.
France. Last year was a bad year for Jonathan David at Juventus. It's a year of adaptation.
Yes.
I believe that Jonathan David has to go, if he's going to stay in Italy, to a smaller team that will play for him.
Yeah. Well,
And
he
then
le-
build
he
up
left
his
Lille-
confidence, adjust, adapt, and then maybe go back.
He
to
left
that.
Lille for the money. Right? He wanted to go to a bigger team.
Who can blame
Sometimes
him?
but that's what happens. But he has to accept this criticism that he's getting as a player because when he was at Lille, he was absolutely fantastic. The team was doing great. They were competing with PSG. They were great in League One, right? But then he ends up leaving. He wants to go on to bigger and better things. And now there's the scrutiny around Jonathan David. There's under a lot of pressure that he has to score today. I believe that he's going to score, right? I believe
They
he's
should
gonna-
win this
I
game
believe-
even if he doesn't score.
But I believe he's going to prove a lot of people wrong. I truly believe that.
You shouldn't prove people wrong. The guy's very good.
But have you
He had a
seen-
bad season at
But have you
Juventus. That
seen-
does not make you a bad
he hasn't
player.
taken any media at the World Cup.
Yeah.
He's avoided the media. I don't know what's going on. The thing that I like the
He wants
most
to
is that
focus.
a lot of
It's okay.
players that talk about soccer that have never played at a high level, everyone is, not praising Jonathan David right now. He's under a lot of pressure. They're saying, but in these moments as a country,
But these
we have
people
to,
that say this stuff watch soccer
this is
every
e-
4 years.
This is every no.
You don't realize
no,
that?
No, there's more fans.
You want to hear people that don't know nothing about
Okay.
soccer? Go to the local cafes.
Okay, but
they come out every 4 years.
But you
and
say,
they start talking about.
but you say,
they mess up all
but
the
I don't-
names.
But why do you say like that? You say people that don't know that are talking bad about David know nothing about soccer. As of right now, do you think more people are talking good about Jonathan David or bad about Jonathan David?
The ones who
I-
are talking bad about Jonathan
But-
David are Juventus fans because he had a bad year at
Okay.
Juventus.
And in Canada right now, people that
Yes.
are now Juventus fans, is he talked about better or worse right now?
But these people that are talking about soccer in Canada are the only people that are watching every 4 years
Okay.
because it's the World Cup.
The
They don't
point-
watch
the
Jonathan
point is-
David
the
week in
point
and
is
week out. They
those
don't know what
people-
he did at
Those people can have
at
their
Lille.
opinions.
They don't know what he did.
Everyone in life has their own opinion. You're free. You're free. Freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want in this country. But the thing that matters to me most is when I watch on TV, it's the opinion of your peers. Go look at what Jesse Marsh said when he took this job with Canada. Do you remember what he said about Jonathan
Yeah,
David?
he said he's the most
Out of-
intelligent player he's ever coached.
Out of all the great players, and
I
go down the
understand.
list that Jesse Marsh has coached, do you think he'd say that for PR or for ratings? He believes that. And I told you how smart Jonathan David is. Ali Ahmed, what did he say yesterday? He's still the best striker that I've ever played with and the most talented.
Yes. Speaking of Ali Ahmed, and
He's supposed to start today.
We're gonna finish this one off here in about a minute.
Yeah.
When he came in,
He was fantastic. In
he
the second
gave
half.
Canada a boost. I think there's two ways of looking at it.
Yes.
You look at Ahmed and you look at Laren and you say, okay, when they came in, they were fantastic off the bench.
Yes.
Does that mean that they deserve the reward of being starters, or does that mean that they'll be more effective off the bench?
That's the question.
They can both help off the start.
I think
I
Ali.
think- I think-
Ali does.
I think they're both super subs.
Could be. I think Ali Ahmed deserves to start more than Kyle Larin because I think Kyle Larin's more of a super sub. He shines every single time he comes off the bench. I'm not saying that Kyle Larin can't start. He's had some big goals for a country. He stepped up way more than David. I'm not denying that. But Larin, there's a difference between being a 90-minute player and coming off the bench. I think Larin is a super sub. Ali Ahmed, the way that he played last game, I think he could take Liam Miller's spot today.
We look forward to it. Go Canada, go tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. That game takes place in Vancouver. Go Canada. You better win that game. This is not. You better win this game. I'm Marinaro. He's my son. So says my wife. Actually, he looks like me a little bit. Look at it. He looks like me. Tony, he's Anthony. Thanks for watching. Today, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free. Thanks for your support. Ciao for now.
Marinaro and Son, powered by Sick Media. The sickest daily World Cup show.